Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 106. Here in the morning of year 2, winter the 15th. Jumping out of bed. We're gonna water that cactus. Check the TV, living off the land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. Item spotlight, worm bin. Need an endless supply of bait? Build yourself a worm bin. Once you got one going, you'll get a few pieces of bait every single day. Yeah, so I've said it before, but bait is so cheap in this game as to essentially be free. I think it costs like 5 gold per piece of bait. And, you know, I have 2 million I have 2 million gold in my money right now. So what is that? Let's do some division. That's 400,000 pieces of bait that I could buy right now if I wanted to. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go through the inconvenience of going over to Willie's to get the bait, then the worm bin just might be for you. So a bunch of my winter crops, the wild winter seeds, have sprouted up, and I'm just picking them and throwing them in the bin. Gonna be making some winter seeds out of these. Pet Fartomo, of course. Alright, so I have around 30 crystal fruits. Say around 30 crocuses as well. For snow yams, it's kind of close to 30. And over 30 winter roots. So why don't I make no, I'll just make 100. Yeah, let's make 100. We'll just do 100 winter seeds. Crafting the winter seeds. Let's get those planted. Alright, so I got 96 winter seeds planted. I'm going to go ahead and grab the crystal fruits. And some snow yams and some winter roots. I'm going to grab those and bring them over to the money shed. Crystal fruit wine is pretty profitable. It sells for around 700, I think. Alright, so here in the money shed, I've got 2 pumpkin juices ready. And I am now out of pumpkins. So we'll just put some crystal fruits in there instead. Got a crystal fruit jelly. Oh, yeah, this is what I need for the raccoon. Make sure I don't forget to bring that to the raccoon. Check out the animals. Get the mammals all petted. Get the mammal juice. So let's not forget that I started the Gus's famous omelet challenge here. So I need 2 dozen eggs. Today I've got 4. So it looks like Asmodeus the Void Chicken is now fully grown and has laid a black egg with red spots, which is a void egg. A jet black egg with red flecks. It's warm to the touch. Let's take that void egg and throw it in the egg machine. I have a feeling that Gus doesn't want a void egg in his giant omelet. On the other hand, I'm not quite sure if the game actually counts that as a valid it's a valid egg for the giant omelet. All right, over here on Western Isle, we got 2 trees fully grown. I'm hurting for inventory space. Alright. I need to drop off some inventory real quick. Stash my hardwood, my copper bars, and my wood. Sell off some duck mayo, some pumpkin juice, some cactus fruit wine, and some regular mayo. So there's a yellow exclamation mark on the sturgeon pond. I forgot it was like this. So the sturgeons are talking to me. Their sturgeon talk is translated into English by the magic of the Junimos, I guess. The sturgeons are saying, "We'd be more comfortable if we had a diamond in here." So I'll bring a diamond to my sturgeon pond when I get a chance. Just walked into the greenhouse and we've got, looks like 14 ancient fruits and some ancient fruit wines. I'm going to start bringing some of the ancient fruits over to the money shed. trip on over to the money shed real quick. So if I go to the Gus's famous omelet, I have to put the eggs in Gus's fridge. Interesting. So I have 4 eggs in my inventory, but I did pick that void egg. I guess the game is counting that a void egg is a valid input for the omelet. I'm just going to head on over to Gus's and toss these 4 eggs in his fridge. There's Gus. Let's give Gus a little gift. How about a grape wine? Nice. Alright. Tossing eggs in there. Oh, it's Emily. Emily says, "Be careful an icicle doesn't fall on your head." Here, have a cheese. She felt a positive energy from that cheese. That's what we call positive cheese energy. Oh, it's Shane the Bag. Give him a beer. Actually, I don't need to do that anymore because Shane is now at 8 hearts out of 8. Talking to the raccoon again. He says, "Hungry, need fruit." Alright, give him the crystal fruit jelly. He says, "Thanks, Bobo. Take this." Raccoon Journal. You found a copy of Raccoon Journal. Oh, it's like a permanent skill book. The description says, "Weeds have a greater chance to yield mixed seeds." Okay. Should be able to just read it. Powers is what they're called. I remember in the game that powers are permanent increases to your stats in some way. So I've already gotten the Monster Compendium. Monsters have a small chance to drop double loot. Jack be nimble, Jack be thick. +1 defense. Woody's Secret. Felled trees have a 5% chance to yield double the wood. I just got the Raccoon Journal. And then Jewels of the Sea. I think I got that fishing. Fishing treasure chests have a chance to yield roe. Alright. Oh. Now the raccoon on the left says, "Now we start a family." Alright, so the raccoon shop has expanded, but the only thing different about it is that you can buy another raccoon journal for 999 fiber. That's actually a very steep price. But buying the raccoon journal a second time and using it a second time gives you foraging XP, which I don't need because I'm already at level 10 because I'm just that good at this game. I'm already at level 10 for foraging, but if this was way earlier in the game, I could use that second raccoon book to get extra foraging. So many episodes ago, we found over here in the southern part of the forest, near where the spring onions are in the spring, found this weird, like, almost looks like a door in the cliff here. And it said something like, only the master of the 5 ways can enter, or something like that. So now that I have all my skills at 10, I'm pretty sure I can go in here. Oh, interesting. So I legitimately have never been in here before. This feature was added sometime since the last time I did a full playthrough of Stardew Valley. So I'm in a small cave. There is like a stone, kind of like a stone shrine in this cave with 5 icons representing the 5 skills. Sword for combat, axe for foraging, watering can for farming, fishing pole for fishing, and pickaxe for mining. There's some kind of copper-colored thing in the middle. If I right-click on the copper thing, it says the final path. It says that I'm 957 out of 10,000. There's a little note over here which says, "My dear Ryan, if you're reading this note, you found the secret room I've prepared for you. Within these walls are tips, recipes, and even some of my most cherished tools. All the very best from the many happy years I spent in the valley. By coming this far, you'll have proven that you possess the skill and wisdom to make good use of these powerful secrets. I hope my discoveries help you in your journey to making Pretty Cool Farm a shining star of the whole valley. Make me proud, Grandpa." So Grandpa left this skill shrine for me. Alright. Let's go up to foraging and right-click and see what happens. Alright. It says foraging mastery. And then there are like 3 bonus things that happen. We have mystic tree seeds. These can be planted to grow into a special tree. A treasure totem. Use this on diggable terrain to summon a ring of treasure spots. Interesting. And you can now find golden mystery boxes which contain superior items. And there's a button that says claim, but I can't click it yet. If I go to farming, I get an iridium scythe. Can be used to harvest any crop. It's also excellent at gathering hay. Statue of Blessings. Touching the statue gives a unique blessing every day. And you can now find golden animal crackers, which permanently doubles a farm animal's produce. Doesn't work on pigs. Alright. For fishing mastery, the prizes here are advanced iridium rod. Up to 2 bobbers can be attached at once, so I think they mean 2 pieces of tackle can be attached at once. Challenge bait. A perfect catch yields triple the fish. However, each time a fish escapes the fishing bar, the catch is reduced. And you can now encounter golden fishing chests. Mining mastery. Choose from 2 mining-related powers each day. That's the statue of the Dwarf King. Heavy furnace. That's more efficient. Requires 25 pieces of ore and 3 coal. And gem-bearing stones now grant twice the gems. And then finally, combat mastery. I can build an anvil, which allows you to reforge trinkets, randomizing their stats. By trinkets, I guess they mean like the rings, the special rings. It costs 3 iridium bars to do this. Mini forge. Now you can use a dwarvish forge from the convenience of your home. Unlocks a new equipment spot for trinkets. Trinkets can be found while adventuring and grant special powers. Alright. Very interesting. So I've got to do something else. I've got to do additional stuff. I don't know what, though. Like, each one of the skills I have to do, like for farming. I have to do more farming before I've mastered farming to the point where I can claim that additional stuff. Not exactly sure what to do. I might have to read about it on the wiki or something. Maybe the game will explain it more. Maybe it won't. Oh, interesting. In the money shed, I got some crystal fruit wines. 14 of them. And I'll go ahead and toss in 14 more crystal fruits. I'm going to sell my crystal fruit wine and my ancient fruit wine. Head back to the greenhouse. I'm going to go ahead and harvest some hops, some peps, some coughs, and some bloobs. All right. I'm really intrigued by the mastery cave that I just went in. I don't know exactly what I have to do. Like I said, I could just look it up, but I think it might be more fun to try to figure it out without looking anything up. Stash my hops, stash my coffee beans. Got 24 pale ales ready to be harvested from these kegs. And I think I'll just toss in 24 more hops. I think it's about time for bed. drifting off. For the day, I got 38,851. Obviously, the big sellers were the ancient fruit wine and the crystal fruit wine, and the pale ale. Waking up on the morning of year 2, winter the 16th. Water the cactus. Nothing on TV. Stepping outside and there's even more winter stuff to harvest. Yeah, so I only have enough winter stuff to make, I think, 60. Yeah, we'll do 60 more seeds. And I have 12 seeds left over. Let's go ahead and grab a diamond and see what happens when I give it to the sturgeons. They say, "Wow, thanks for the diamond." Oh, and now it increased the population cap of the pond, it looks like. Now I have 1 sturgeon out of 3. So I think they will naturally grow. At least that's what I would assume. Maybe I have to catch more sturgeon and put them in there. Not really sure. We'll see if they grow by themselves. In the greenhouse now, and I'm just picking some jelly, or picking some picking some grapes. Also picking some hops. Oh, more crops. Also got wood here to chop. Oh man, more crops down here too. Go and take care of the animals first. Alright, so when I put the egg in the egg machine, out came something called void mayonnaise. A thick black paste that smells like burnt hair. Nice. So it looks like any type of egg can be added to Gus's omelet. Go ahead and sell off this void mayonnaise and the 8 grape jellies. Stash the hardwood, the acorn, and the wood. Toss this wool onto the old loom. And we'll throw these peppers and blueberries in the fridge. Drop off these eggs. Oh, it's not open yet. The star drop opens on at 2 o'clock. 12 o'clock, I mean. Caught a perch and a pike. So now I have 9 out of 24 eggs. So I do have enough hardwood to do the final step of repairing Willie's boat. I think I'm going to do that today. So I just grabbed my 200 hardwood, and I'm waltzing on over to Willie's. So I noticed that my mastery... Okay, so if I go to my stat screen, the one that has the skills, there's this mastery progress bar. And apparently I have 1,421 points out of 10,000. And I don't have the slightest clue what contributes to these points. But they are steadily increasing. So I think what's happening is, like, picking the winter crops is probably giving me foraging XP. And obviously fishing is giving me fishing XP, I think. Let me see if I can test this theory a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, with the night market, am I able to go in Willie's? I don't know. Am I? Yes, I actually am. Willie says, "The old man was a fisherman, you know. I grew up sailing between the Fern Islands, living from catch to catch." Alright, walk up to Willie's boat. Donate 200 hardwood for hull repairs. Yes. Little window comes up saying, "All materials have been found. The boat will be repaired overnight." Okay. Yeah, I want to test my theory here. So my mastery bar says 1421. Let's catch a random fish and see if it increases. Well, I caught a green algae. Does that count? No, it does not count. Another green algae. Actually, it just increased to 1427. Man, I don't know what that was, but it got away. I got a river jelly. Alright, so fishing is causing the progress bar to go up. So obviously something is going to happen when it reaches 10,000. What? I don't quite know. Maybe every time I fill this bar to 10,000, I get to choose something from one of the skill trees. It's hard to say. Just have to wait and see. Alright, I do want to head to the mines. Why? Because I like going to the mines. Also, I want to see what a void spirit is. Level 83. Is this a void spirit? I killed it and it left behind a void essence. So maybe it's a void spirit? The floating ghost things apparently are not void spirits. So I'm trying to figure out what a void spirit is. level 85. Now I'm at 1652 for my mastery bar. Ah, alright. So I killed 2 or 3 of the dark shadow things. I think they're called shadow brutes. And I killed 2 of the witch doctor spellcaster things. And now I've completed my monster goal for void spirits. Ah, I got a ring. The Savage Ring. Gains a short speed boost whenever you slay a monster. Interesting, so it's almost like a berserk effect, but it gives you like extra speed when you kill a monster instead of extra strength. Quite interesting. I don't know how useful that is, really, but if it's a good speed boost that lasts a while, then you could use that ring to, you know, keep yourself at a high rate of speed in the mines, which definitely helps. Particularly in the Skull Cavern. Having a speed boost in the Skull Caverns means you'll get through the levels quicker and get lower in the Skull Caverns. Let's head on back to the farm. Gonna brew up some gold bars. I did get a bunch of fiber, so I'm gonna use that to make tree fertilizer. Make 6 units of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 kegs. Ooh, a bunch of blueberry jelly. Make sure we get it all harvested. 49 blueberry jellies, also 2 pumpkin juices. Go ahead and toss in some crystal fruit. Place my 2 kegs down. Fill those up with, well, we'll do ancient fruit. And then I need 49 49 pieces of produce for my jars. We're going to do green beans. So I've only got one more keg and one more jar, and then Money Shed is going to be completely filled. That is a momentous occasion. Let's go ahead and sell the pumpkin juice and the blueberry jelly. And we'll stash the snow yam. Oh, I got an emerald from my crystallarium. Alright, it's 1 a.m. Grab 2 pieces of cloth. Drifting off. Oh, look at this. Willie and... They're fixing the boat. Oh, I'm transfixed. Interesting. Alright, 15,000 for the day. My 49 blueberry jellies got me 10,000. The 8 grape jellies got me 2,000. 2 pumpkin juices got me 2,000. Alright, we're waking up on the morning of year 2, winter the 17th. And I believe that Willie's boat might finally be fixed. But that's going to wrap up this video. Peace.